After World War I, the Sykes-Picot Agreement divided the Middle East into artificial countries for the convenience of Western imperialism. Since World War II, the West has dismantled states in Palestine, Iran, Afghanistan, Iraq, Syria, and Libya. But rebuilding these states was never an option like it was for Germany after World War II. Nation building would get in the way of tax cuts. Otherwise, these places might be exporting bimmers, not terrorists. Now, a Sunni Muslim group called ISIS decided to build a theocracy in parts of old Iraq and Syria. And the West is bombing the shit out of this erstwhile state in support of the old artificial states. But the Russians want in on the action too. After all, they've had issues with Islamic extremism in Afghanistan and Chechnya. Plus, ISIS bombed a Russian airliner, killing more people than the Paris attacks. So you might say the Russians do have some skin in the game. But the West wants to keep the ISIS war all to itself. But Russia's like, so why not bomb those convoys of ISIS oil tankers going to Turkey? And then the Russians did just that. In fact, one such oil tanker column bombed by the Russians belonged to the president of Turkey, Erdogan's son. So, Turkey shot down a Russian bomber. Bummer! Except, Turkey's a NATO partner. Anybody else feel like they might want to duck and cover? It's no comfort that capitalism finds war a highly profitable way to get rid of unemployed young men and squelch dissent. But war won't make terrorism or the thirst for oil go away. We need another conference like in Paris in 1919. This time, the nations drawn on the map should be based on the nations of people who actually live there. And everybody should have a nation, like the Palestinians, or the Kurds to whom we're now promising a nation for doing the dying for us. Nations of people need some geography. If they have some, maybe they won't feel the need to die for some. Then, maybe a Marshall Plan for the bombed-out Middle East. We could pay for it with a big fat carbon tax. And then we could convert the military-industrial complex into the solar panel wind turbine complex. Yeah, I know. I'm crazy. But you know what's even crazier? Using World War III as a distraction from climate collapse. In Toronto, for Rabble TV, I'm Umberto da Silva, not Rex Murphy.